Hi and welcome back to the Southern Football League web show. It's finals week, week 1, and I'm going to be joined by the coaches of this week's 88.3 Southern FM match of the round between South Yarra and Oakleigh Districts, the Division 2 qualifying final. Simon Keating and Adam Neville from South Yarra Footy Club will join me in just a moment. Then in part 2, following the Southern Footy League top 5, I'll be joined by Andrew Moore, the Oakleigh Districts coach. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, in part 3 we've also got Ask Sharpie, where he'll give us all his tips for finals weekend, week 1 in the Southern Footy League and the AFL. So stay tuned for all of this week's web show. Okay, I'm pleased to be joined here now by both the coaches from the South Yarra Footy Club. We've got Adam Neville to my left and Simon Keating to my right. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Two coaches, they work together so much, they talk, answer in unison as well. Fantastic to see, good teamwork. Now guys, Simon, I'll ask you the first question here. You're new to Division 2, having won the flag last year. You finished the home and away season second on the ladder. Was that a goal at the start of the year?
Oh, look, certainly I think, based on last year, it was obviously a very good year in Division 3, and our primary goal was to make finals in Division 2. And having said that, we were under no illusion that we had to improve from last year. We had to pick up some players. So, we've certainly filtered, probably half a dozen players that we knew could play a good standard of football, certainly Division 2 football. So we've filtered them in through the year, and now we certainly just wanted to play finals, and we thought it was very achievable with the players that we brought in. That's obviously holding our players that we had from last year as well, which we've maintained to do. So, influx of new players here, our goal is certainly always to make finals in Division 2.
Fantastic. And I think personally you guys have the least recognisable names of all of the Division 2 lists. Do you think that's a positive or a negative going into a finals campaign, Adam?
That's probably a fair call. I mean, we certainly think the likes of some of the blokes we did pick up, like Paul Sheen, Robbie Crescas, we've got a couple other good forwards, Matt Crawley, Jack Lloyd, a couple other good defenders too. We do have some very good players. Simon's a very good footballer. But, in terms of big names of AFL experience, no, we don't have any real big names. But I guess what we do have is good depth. We've had a lot of injuries this year, and we have been able to cover them at times. Sure, we haven't got a lot of big names running around, but we do have a strong squads.
Good team culture.
Definitely, and that's a huge positive that we do have.
You spoke about the injuries just there. It's great to, this late in the season, have some key position players coming back for you. And Dave Canizzo has just come back from a knee injury. He's putting in some good form coming into the finals. Be glad to have him back.
Look, absolutely, it's great to get Canizzo back, because Canizzo is certainly a super full back and he can hold down a good full forward. So it was good to see him play a good game on the weekend, because just for his own confidence and self-belief too, just to get that back in his knee was fantastic. So well done to Canizzo on the weekend.
Fantastic. Now, Simon, twice in recent history, in the last 5 or 6 years, two teams have been able to manage what you have done this year, and that's win the Division 3 premiership and then play finals the next year. Yep. Hampton and Moorabbin being those two sides. But both of those sides faltered and then fell away badly afterwards. What do you have in place to maintain the level that you've established?
Oh, that's a good question. Number one, I don't think we'll falter. I think we've got a strong team that's sort of proven performance throughout the year. I expect us to go deep into the finals, whatever the result will be at the end. I'm not 100% sure, but for the coming years, what you need to do is to establish a good club off the field and establish a really good culture. And one of the positives about our club is we've got a lot of country players. A lot of the players that are playing for us and that we've recruited are from the country. So they come down and they find a city base, and that's certainly what we've had this year. So if we can continue to bring those country boys down and facilitate a good culture off the field, then I don't see any reason why the club can't go from strength to strength.
And a lot of those country guys would bring that club culture mentality with them.
Yeah, look, and Nev's played country footy before as well. It's totally different. It is totally different. You've got your netball team, you've got your football team, it's a whole community behind you. the support and certainly the patrons that you have through the gate on match day is a lot more than any of the metropolitan teams and games that we have down here. So having those country boys come down certainly facilitates a really good club culture.
Excellent, and things looking good for the future in that regard. Now, Adam, last time we played Oakley Districts, you said 1-1 with them this season. It was only a couple of weeks ago, and they gave you a little bit of a touch-up. Did you take out a lot out of that, or was it just one of those bad days at the office?
Look, well, I hope it was a bad day at the office, but look, we did take a lot out of it. First time we played Oakley, we had a good win against them, and probably one thing that we did do last time was not so much take them lightly, but we probably wasn't as well prepared for them. And this time we realised that they're an extremely good side. They're up there with Heatherton now. And we've done some homework on them. There'll be quite a few different things that we'll do differently this week, just in terms of where people start, some different rotations. So we've done a bit of homework on them now, and yeah, we're fairly ready for them anyway.
Well, the boys have studied up for their big finals clash this week against Oakley Districts down there at Clayton Reserve on Saturday afternoon from 2 till 5. We couldn't let these guys go without our usual parting shots, so we'll split them up a little bit between the guys. Simon, first of all, who do you think will win the Brownlow Medal in 2009, the AFL?
I think it'll be Dane Swan. The annoying thing about that is I was told about round 3 to put money on him. I think it was a couple $100 to 1. So Dane Swan, I think, will win it, but I'm just annoyed I didn't put any money on him, but a couple $100 to 1.
Dane Swan, get on there. In your preference of a form of cricket, obviously now we know the Ashes are gone.
Yep.
God rest Australian cricket. But your preferred form of cricket, Test cricket, 1 days or 2020?
Look, I love cricket. I've played cricket ever since I was a little tad, 3 or 4 years of age. And look, I prefer the Test cricket. I love the traditional cricket. I love the whites. You go out there, you play 5 days of cricket. And the beauty of Test cricket at the moment, like if you look at a couple of the recent series, after 3 days Australia have been in commanding positions, and all of a sudden the game turns after an hour, and it's really becoming very exciting again. So it's great to see Test cricket's alive and up and running again, I reckon. Yeah, I love Test cricket.
Fantastic. Sticking with cricket just for a moment, do you think Australia needs a change of captain after losing the Ashes, Simon?
Oh, look, never mind, I played cricket all his life. I was tennis. I've got absolutely no idea about cricket. However, I do think Ponting, he just seems, he's got arrogance to be a good cricketer, but I just think, I'm not sure of his captaincy. But having said that, who would you put in his place? Maybe Michael Clark. But look, yeah, I think it's probably time for a change, and I think perhaps the selectors will perhaps realise that now after losing the Ashes again.
And I might pose this final parting shot to both of you boys. In your opinion, who do you think will win the Division 2 Best and Fairest for 2009? Adam, first of all.
Best and fairest. Well, Heatherton certainly got some very good players. Skinner from Heatherton's probably mine at the moment. We've played against him a couple of times. I know the second time we played them, we tried to tag him, but the first time round he absolutely killed us. And I know he's had quite a lot of other best on ground performances this year, so I'd probably say Skinner at the moment.
And Simon?
I think a guy from Murrumbidgee, and I think Jones at Ruckman. I think Murrumbidgee have probably got enough wins, but he's been exceptional. He's certainly played really well against us, and I think a very tall, dominant player on the field. And I think that he perhaps would cause an upset in that he'll beat someone from Heatherton. Yeah, so I think I'll put my money on Jones.
Okay. Well, thanks again, guys, for coming in and joining us. We look forward to seeing these boys lead their charges from South Yarra to battle against the Oakley District boys on the weekend. Thanks again for your time, fellas. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks, Ryan.
Cheers.